Hey there guys, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome back to another week of cards. I am so excited to be using my new setup. If you missed it yesterday, I posted a Play With Me video where I was testing this setup out. So during this video, you will be able to sometimes see my face and sometimes see my hands. And I really wanted to do that because number one, I wanted this to be a little bit more personable. And number two, I always want it to feel like you're in the craft room with me. And I think doing it this way definitely conveys that vibe. I don't know what else to say. So today we're going to be making a card using the new Magical Day stamp set. I picked this up. I think I hauled this last week. I got it for free, this with the designer series paper, and I'm really excited to use it. I don't have the framelits yet. They'll ship probably the end of next week, but I don't need them today because I'm going to be using some punches. Excuse me, you'll have to excuse my voice. But yeah, let's get started. So, oh, I forgot my trimmer. Good job, Missy. Today, I'm going to be using a piece of Berry Burst Designer Series, the Magical Day Designer Series paper. I'm going to be using these unicorns. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. I have a bigger work area, so hopefully you can. Oh, look at that. That worked. So I want a piece of this Designer Series paper to measure 2 and then by 4 1/4. And I'm going to turn this over since it's glittered. That makes it a little bit easier to cut. So 2 by 4 1/4. Then I'm going to cut a piece of Whisper White down to 4 by 5 1/4. And then finally, we need a card base, and I am using Berry Burst. This is one of the colors that's in the Designer Series paper, and this with Bermuda Bay is really pretty. So I am gonna cut this at 5 1/2, and then I'm gonna bring in my bone folder and score it at 4 1/4. And we are done with the trimmer. Go ahead and fold this in. So you guys will have to forgive me if I end up out of frame. I did put my mat down, but this table that I'm now using is a bit deeper than my desk was, so my camera is a little bit further away. So it's a little bit of a stretch for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, this is the right one, right? Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the inside of my card. You guys are probably gonna go, what? I hardly ever do this, but I wanna use the sentiment. I think it's really, really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that using Bermuda Bay. And this says, you are one of a kind, which is true for a unicorn. I really, really love this set. I think I will be doing a paid class with it. And I may even do it as a free tutorial for April. I already have March's done. Look at that. It's amazing. All right, let's move this out of the way so I don't get ink everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside to dry. It won't take long, but if you follow me for a while, you know, I can be a little messy with the ink. So I'm gonna go ahead and see, look at that already. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the unicorn using Memento Tuxedo Black. Up the stamp. I love the style of this unicorn. It's so whimsical. Love it. Perfect. Right. So now I'm gonna bring in my Berry Burst and my Bermuda Bay Stampin' Write markers, and I'm gonna color in the mane and the tail. And I'm just gonna do this in a striped pattern. I am gonna also, am I gonna leave a little bit of white? I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna use the small tip of the marker just because it'll be a chance for me to be less messy. So I'm just gonna try to do every other one. So guys, while I'm doing this, don't forget, it's the last couple of weeks of celebration. Isn't it crazy that it's like the middle of March? Oh, I feel like I say that every time. Isn't it crazy that it's so far in the month? Just counting down to my 40th. Getting here quicker than I wanted it to. That's all right. I will rock 40 just like I've rocked the rest of the years. So if you're unfamiliar and you're like, what the heck is celebration? Celebration is a event through Stampin' Up where you earn free gifts with purchase, basically is what it really turns out to be. And you earn those with a $50 purchase. So for every $50 you spend, you can pick something different. And it's also the last chance to sign up and get 2 free stamp sets. So if you're unfamiliar with that, you can sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. There's absolutely no obligation. You can get the starter kit and not, you know, you're never gonna get pressured to sell from me if you join up under me. Oh, my eyeballs. So it's $99. You get $125 worth of product, and you only have to pay taxes. It ships for free, and you get to pick any product in the catalog that you want. And you can also pick 2 free stamp sets of your choice. So anything that is current, you can get. I always suggest like something big. So like our big shot's normally $110, but if you get the starter kit, you're only paying $99 for it. So it's like a $20 discount. And with the free stamp sets, you could pick up like like 2 or 3 stamp sets. You know, you'll get 2 free, and then you can get another one or maybe an embossing folder or something to go with your big shot. But I always suggest that because you just save a little bit of money. And the great thing about being a demonstrator is you can cancel at any time. There's no obligation. You don't have to sell a thing. You do have to purchase to stay active, but you don't have to sell, you don't have to have classes, you don't have to deal with the public unless you don't want to. So it's up to you. Okay, I'm gonna punch this with the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. Oh no, I don't have any scissors. I cannot find my scissors. My craft room is still a hot mess, but I wanted to film for you guys for this week, so yes, I'm doing it. But I cannot find scissors. That's the one thing I haven't been able to find. So for those of you asking or asking in your brain, yes, I will be filming, and I will be finally filming an office tour. I've been saying that now for probably 6 years. Just kidding. I haven't been on YouTube for 6 years. But it's just about where I want it to be. Actually, I had put it where I wanted it to be. And then I lost my train of thought. What was I thinking? Oh, I had gotten it there just a couple weeks ago. And then I was like, I really want to do this setup. So I had to do it. Okay, let's start to adhere. I'm going to bring in my Tombow liquid glue. Hopefully this isn't too shaky. Okay, we're going to adhere the designer series paper. It's going to go right there. Oh, I scored crooked. Let me fix that. That's it. Look how that pops. I really, really, really love this paper, and the fact that it's also sparkly, you know, doesn't hurt. Okay, let's adhere these circles together. This is the Myth and Magic glimmer paper. Starting tomorrow, this will be available as a celebration item, so you may want to make sure you get an order in tomorrow. It has this turquoise, white, and green. I've used it a couple of times, I think. So I'm just peeling off the backs of the dimensionals, which is kind of boring. And I just realized just how dirty my glasses really are. So I'm going to adhere those together just like that. You're going to want to use something that is a bit of a stronger adhesive when you're adhering our paper to glimmer paper, because it won't stick very well. I'm going to add more dimensionals on the back because I like it to be dimension. I like it. This is a really simple card. This would be a cute card to make like in a class if you do classes, or to have like a mommy and me stamp day where you invite, you know, parents over with their kiddos and they do, they stamp. I'm trying to find some enamel shapes. Let's see what I got. I feel like it needs something else. Oh, look. Bermuda Bay. We'll do some stars. Stars and circles, stars and circles. And these are the best types to do with that because it's minimal stamping, minimal coloring, but it's still getting people crafting, and that's what card making is all about. Oh no, I don't have any scissors, Misty. Oh, I have a nail file. I will be more prepared in the next video. Maybe. Oh no, where did it go? I'm just gonna use all the stars. All right, and what else do we need? Wing Stella! Now, I'm not gonna put this where I've colored with the marker because this will activate it, and I don't want to smear the color. So I'm just going to color the white with the Wink Stella. I'm going to do its little horn in Bermuda Bay. So there we go, guys. A quick and simple card. Look at all that shimmer. And so yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know down in those comments whether you like this setup. Is it a bit distracting? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How the lighting looked? Do you want me to continue doing this? Did you enjoy seeing the measurements, or is that just repetitive? I try to make sure that my videos appeal to beginners, intermediate, and those of you who are more advanced stampers. So yeah, just let me know. And again, if you're interested in signing up for Stampin' Up, feel free to email me or send me a text. I would love to help you. If you have any questions, would love to have you join my little Craft and Nails family. And that ends March 31st. I do encourage you to do that before the 31st because a lot of people wait till the last minute and it can bog down the system. Don't forget that you only have a few days left for a celebration, and that's where you earn free product. So all of that is over on the TheJollyFatElf blog. You can get to the store that way, or you can follow the links in the description box down below. If you're not sure where your description box is when you're on mobile, there's a little arrow to the right of the title. Click that and it'll show you everything down below, and that's where you'll find links to all my social media, etc., etc. So don't forget to check out the blog post to get the measurements and to see more pictures, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.